Okay, this is Hugh from the OPP. I've been meaning to do a video with a discussion of the wiring on the bottom of Playfield for quite a while now, so I thought I'd take this opportunity to do it. So basically, right now the Playfield, if you look at it, the top of the Playfield is at the bottom here, and this is the bottom of the Playfield where the flippers are and stuff. So I just happen to have it sitting upside down now so that I can get access to it because I was doing a couple of things with wiring. So let's see, there's two main connections that come off the Playfield. One of them is this guy. This is the communications chain. So he basically uses the top of one of the Cypress boards to do a USB to serial port conversion. And the serial port that comes out of there is a 5-volt serial port, serial protocol. So basically from this point on, it's 5 volts. As you can see, if it will focus, the wires there, I have them soldered on. I basically used a USB cable and ripped off one of the ends, soldered them on, and then I used tie wraps to give it a little bit of mechanical stability, so that I don't have to worry about this cable moving around and actually breaking any of the wires. On the other end of it, other end of it is the standard USB cable, so right there. Okay, so let's see. This guy takes the 4 wires and it goes up to the first OPP board right there. So let's see. On that OPP board, we have 2 wing boards that are incandescent boards, a solenoid board, wing board over here, then we also have an input wing board there. So then from there on, we actually use this ribbon cable that goes to the next one, over the drop target solenoid there. That one has 1 solenoid board and another incandescent board and then 2 input boards, and then we keep going down the chain, another 2 incandescent boards, and the last one in the chain, which has 1 incandescent board, a solenoid board, and 2 input boards. One of the things when I was doing this board, if you'll notice all of these wires here coming from the back of the drop targets, they all go to one single connector. So I can actually remove that connector and take out the whole drop tank target without disconnecting anything else. So it makes it easy for servicing. Now the other big connection which we have here, you'll see all these gray wires and a couple red wires and such, goes out to the power connector. So I have this as a single power connector. It's a standard power connector that you would see on a PC. And you can see there's not that many wires there. Actually, there's more than there really need to be. So this gives me my 48 volts, 48 volts, 36 volts, and a ton of different grounds. I tried to color code my stuff as well as possible. So all of the gray ones that you see are actually ground returns, and all of the red ones are the voltage, which is currently 5 volts for the lamps, and all of the speckled ones here, brown and black, I guess that would be, are the 48 volts running the solenoids. So then you can see the solenoids going here, and we kind of daisy chain them from solenoid to solenoid to solenoid. So let's see. Here you can see, okay, here's the one with a lot of the incandescent boards. You can see that most of the incandescent boards are very close to the incandescent sockets that they're actually going to use, so none of the wires are really that long, and you can pretty much visually, since the wires are so short, you can visually inspect the wires and see where they're going and all the other good stuff. So what else do we have to say? There are a couple of convenience things that I threw in here. So that's actually a ground for, that's one of the grounds for the logic, so that for switches and stuff. So I have my switches, ground, and my power ground separated from all the other grounds, such as the solenoid ground, the lamp ground, and such. So all of the switch grounds and stuff comes over the USB cable, because I want all of that stuff to have the same potential or use the same voltage as the rest of the things. So that is a very quick overview of the wiring here on the bottom of the Sharpshooter 3 board, and thanks for listening.